services, you've seen it. I commend you. Really, I commend you. It's great that your willingness and volunteer to do this stuff. It's good. It really is. And if there's anything that we can do to help you, you want to start here, if there's anything that we can do to help you, just let me know. Definitely. So, who has questions? Any questions? No? The one thing too is very important is to wear a uniform. You see people with their pants right here. Could you imagine wearing your uniform down there? Not at all. You see that? But so it's just your appearance in your uniform, the fact that you're holding the flag, the honor of holding the American flag, the state flag, and stuff like that. That when you walk by, when you march by with the American flag, look around you and find out what people do. The people who have a clue will stand up. The people who don't are oblivious and they'll just go, not know. But you'll know. You'll know the protocols for the flag. Do you fold the flag as well? Yeah? Yeah. You know how many people can fold the flag? Not many. This base has about 1,200 people in this base. Constantly get flags saying, hey, can you fold this? Can you fold this? There's 1,200 people in this base, but they bring the flags over to us to fold. I folded 3 today. Like, there's nobody in your section that can fold flags. I feel like having like a flag folding ceremony, just to show everybody. But that's what you do with the flag. The American flag is absolutely wonderful. No. Oh, you got the light one. Oh, you're raising your hand. I thought you were resting your arm. Go ahead. That's great. That's absolutely great. You know what I mean? It's awesome.
That's the highest honor you can give a veteran.
Yep.
Is to participate in a military funeral.
That's what we strive for. That's what I'm trying to build up. So we had a long, in our group, a lot of people retired. Not a lot of people are like Sergeant Kears who retire and still contribute. So I'm very thankful for his expertise and helping us out. But some people, they retire and they go. Some people leave. We've had a lot of members transfer units and stuff. So our members kind of like, we went from 25 down to 7. So now we're trying to build it back up again. And this was only a portion of what we had. We recruited 30 members in the last couple of months. But everybody has different. That's the one reason about a good team is that, it takes 4 for you to do your parades, right? So if there's 8 to choose from, you only need your 4. Probably go with 5. What happens when you only have 4 and someone drops out? You can go with 3. It's not preferred, but that whole team concept, everybody's training, everybody gets thrown up, everybody's on the same level, to where you can grab from your group and you can perform your ceremony. What else you got? You got anything?
So, I'm just wondering, as you saw us, obviously we have lots of different training levels mixed together, but what was the biggest thing you thought when you saw us? How could we improve the most?
Well, I wasn't watching you to critique you. What I did is that I told everybody to do an about face and watch you. Because those members, they don't even know how to do what you're doing. So
this was their first practice.
This was their first practice. And in the first practice, I just go through basic movements. So the basic movement, when you're in the military, you're standing at attention. Your feet are flared out, and you're standing at attention. But in the honor guard, as you know, you're together. It takes a little bit in your mind to get that part. Just as in with an about face, or with anything you do an about face. Normally you just come around like that, but as you know, the honor guard, slow, precise. There. So, and the next part about that is doing that at the same time someone else is doing it. So your peripheral vision is there. So when someone's turning, you're kind of turning with them. Actually, the lieutenant said to me, "How fast do you turn?" So there's really not, as you know, there's not a set time. It's as your team. As your team, you train together, you can perform together, so you know everybody's timing. Sometimes there's events that are really high profile, and you start speeding up. You know, I've had that happen. And it's like, yo, slow down. What are you doing? So, you know, you're looking at your peripheral, you see that, you see the flag start coming up faster, and it's like, slow down, slow down. You know, you're talking out the side of your mouth. You know, the whole idea of setting that flag up to try to knock the hat off the person next to you. Anybody tell you that? You set the flag, you got the flag, no? That's what we try to do. You go to bring a flag now, you're going to tuck your flag behind you, throw it behind you, try to knock the hat off the back. We don't do it, but it's just like we try to do it. So what's the difference in levels? Who has the most experience? Who has the
Is there an age
longest?
difference? Are you guys different ages?
Different ages, yes. We have what? 13? I'm 13. And then 17. The older than 17.
18? How long have you been doing it?
This is my 4th year in high school.
Awesome.
So let me present an idea to you, okay? So in the military, now I'm talking about the military across the board, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, okay? Do you know what the percentage is of the population that serves in the United States Armed Forces? Anybody know?
Something like 3, I think.
It's 1%. 1% of the total population wears a uniform, some type of military uniform. Now think of yourselves, okay? Think of your peers across the country. What do you think that percentage is of kids who make the commitment to do what you're doing today?
Remember I was talking about that bar?
Because let's face it, in this day and age, it's not cool to be disciplined and then to come in here and carry around flags and to do what you're doing, right? It's not. I bet you that percentage is low, which should make each and every one of you very proud that you have made the commitment to come in here on your time, on a Saturday, and do this. Because in the future, when you make your decisions about life, this very thing is going to set you above your peers. I can promise you that. It will completely set you above your peers because you already understand the idea of commitment and dedication and loyalty where other kids don't.
Just think of this too, like when you're going to go put in for a job application. I tell my new recruits to come in, not honor guard, just basic military members. When you have on your application that you're in the military, your employer automatically knows that you're a step up. First, they know you're disciplined. They know you can take orders and lead people. When you join the military, or you're doing a military function, they already know that you're above the norm. Because you can take orders, you can give orders, you're well disciplined and stuff like that. So even if I know you're not out working, but you might be working, when you put down on your application, I don't know if you have a job or getting a job, but you have on your application that you did ROTC, you're already a step up.
If you go to basic training, and when you go to basic training, you're supposed to not tell them anything because that's just smart. You know what I mean? Like you don't say anything. That way they don't kind of pick you for like, hey, what are you doing? They try to get stuff out of people, and as soon as they find out a trainee has ROTC, you're going to be in charge of something. You're going to be an element leader. You're going to be a dorm chief. You're going to be in charge of something.
You're going to get put in charge of something.
Because they know that if they put a person like that in charge of something, that's less work they have to do because then the responsibility falls on you to keep everybody in line. It's very important. I have gotten some absolutely wonderful experiences by being in the Honor Guard that I would have never gotten the opportunity to do without being in the Honor Guard. And as a woman, and I'm sorry guys, but I gotta speak to the ladies for a minute. I am right now the only trained female member of the Honor Guard in this wing, and I have been the only female member of the Honor Guard for the last 4 years, 5 years,
At least 4 or 5
the only one.
Who just won the Honor Guard Member of the Year this year and is going to the state.
So it's important. It's important, and it's pretty great. I gotta tell you.
I hear I spoke to Sergeant Kears a couple times, and he had nothing but great things to say. Well, first off, he was trying to sell me you. Like, do this, do that. I'm like, I already know that if they're involved with Sergeant, with him, that you're already there. I don't have to worry about that stuff. The lieutenant was scared. He was just.
He's really telling the truth.
He didn't know what to expect, because he doesn't, like, he was thinking that we were gonna have kids come in here and everybody's gonna be running around and gonna interfere with everything. So I had already said yes before I even got approval. So then at the meeting, I said, sir, by the way, Sergeant Kears is coming, bringing the ROTC in and auxiliary, and he's like, well, what are they gonna do? I said, well, they're gonna train. Well, where are they gonna train? I said, in the basketball court where we're training. Well, they're not gonna interfere with that. I said, sir, relax. It's okay. We're okay. I said, I might be pulling out a couple rifles. That's it. But they're gonna be. He was like a little hesitant, and now, as I had him in an about face watching you, he has a totally different view. Because he's like, wait a minute, they're doing something I can't do right now. Because obviously, like I said, that 18 people there, what were it, 13?
I didn't count.
Yeah, 13 members cannot do what you're doing right now.
Less trained than you are.
Yeah, you have more training in them, in you, than they do. So awesome. There's not a lot of questions.
Yeah, shy. All right, you guys may have to write down your questions next time. Jeez. So we're done for today, especially.